All right, Fishaholics. Well, welcome to the channel, or welcome back. And we actually just got back from the water after a great day out there. It was beautiful and sunny, mid-70s. Now the clouds are rolling in as it's getting later, so it's probably not going to be so nice. But I'm going to switch it over in a sec to today's footage. But a little update. We got the boat yesterday, and I actually had it right here for just the night, and then unfortunately this morning had to take it over to Butler Marine down here in Charleston and get it looked at, because the 225 Suzuki 4-stroke DF, for whatever reason yesterday when we were on the lake, I didn't show this on camera, but the engine was acting like it was fuel starved for whatever reason. You know, after running at idle or going in gear, it for whatever reason would just cut out. And the only way to keep the engine running and for me to even safely get back to the launch is I had to continuously pump the primer bulb like every 2 or 3 minutes just to get fuel to the engine. And that was getting a little sketchy late at night yesterday on the lake as it was getting dark, and I was like going back to the launch like at like 7 knots, and then had to run to the back, pump the primer bulb, run to the helm, look at where I'm going, and then run back, pump the primer bulb. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. If you guys have any ideas, if you're a mechanic, comment down below, or just send me an email, fishaholictv@gmail.com. But I mean, by the time maybe I hear something from you guys, and I might get the boat back by that time. I'm hoping, it's a weekend now, but maybe this coming week. But yeah, it's going to be an expensive fix though. I'm getting very close to thinking about buying a brand new engine, because I just think for the long run it will just make things a lot simpler for myself, and I'll probably save a lot more money, because like the previous 2 owners, I'm not really sure what exactly they did to the DF that I have now or didn't do. So we shall see, I guess. I'm just gonna play it as it comes, but I'm going to quit talking and switch it over to the fishing for that we did in today's video. So hope you guys enjoy, and be sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys out on the water. All right, and we are underway. So I just got here to the Wando River. It's a beautiful early spring day, mid-70s, clear, sunny skies, and the tide is, I think, at a higher level right now. It just started going out, so it's the beginning of the outgoing. And we're gonna pop the drive in here and start working our way down, and probably gonna stop off, hit a couple docks, maybe a couple creeks. And we are gonna start off with probably just a little artificial to get the ball rolling, but I have the cast net, and I'm gonna do my best to see if we can spot some finger mullet up in the shallows, and see if we can cast net or catch some of that, and then use that as our primary bait to catch the big fish. That's what I'm after, some big reds, hopefully. And check this out. This is a Penn Battle 3. This is the very same reel that a couple weeks ago I actually found on the St. Lucie River in Florida, because if you saw the vid, I snagged the bobber. And well, you know what, instead of me just explaining it, I'm just going to show it to you in case you missed it. So check out that clip, and we are going to start working our way down the river. Got it. Got it. I'm trying to help you, bud. No. Oh, it's a catfish. Circle hook got him right in the corner of the mouth. Oh, there we go. Not really the way I thought we would get the skunk off our shoulders, but kind of an interesting way. Wow, this is a lot of braid. I don't know what happened to this guy's line. Damn. Wow, this is a ton of braid. Imagine if you were driving along and you got it caught in your wheel. Oh my gosh, it's a rod. What the? Oh my God. What? Are you serious? What? That is crazy. All right, so kind of cool how we got this reel. We also had a rod, but it was like a Penn rod. I wasn't really too fond of it. A lot of the guides were also cracked. So I paired up the Penn Battle 3 with the 7'6" medium power fast action Mojo Inshore. And we're gonna start off with this dog right here. It looks really juicy with this outgoing tide flowing right underneath along the pilings. So let's see if anybody's home. This reel is a little stiff on some of the turns, but I think that's because there's a little bit of mud that is like still up in here. I'm probably gonna have to take this entire top piece off to really get to it and clean it well, but I did rinse it out and put some WD-40 in there and some new grease, and for the most part, for a reel that was fully submerged for however long, it's working pretty well. All right, nothing on the first dock, so we're on the move. Oh, just saw a mullet jump right there. Kind of a big one though. I'm looking for like 4 to 6 inches. But I could always chunk a big mullet and use cut bait. That probably would work too. All right, well, we came down river here about a 1/4 mile, and I was up in the shallows there going along those oyster bars, and I spotted what looks like a little finger mullet, like a ton of them. So we might be doing really well now if we can just cast net a few. Got a bunch of little minnows in here. I don't think they're mullet. I think they're killies actually, or like little mud minnows. I mean, that little guy probably would still make good bait, so I'm gonna throw him in the cooler. I swear I thought that they were mullet. Oh, no, don't go away. We got him, look at that. That is a perfect bite-sized mullet. That is gonna catch us a fish for sure. Boom. All right, we're kind of getting somewhere. All right, well, I took about another half a dozen casts with the cast net, and I think now we have about like half a dozen of the little killifish. We still have that one nice juicy looking little mullet, and I think we're gonna rig up and start working the docks here now and see what we could catch on the little bit of bait that we have. Hopefully as we're fishing we might spot some more little mullet or killies and catch some more, but we're gonna do with what we have for now, because we're getting towards like prime time of the tide, like end of the outgoing, and then we're gonna have the beginning of the incoming. I think some fish will be munching, so let's try it out. All right, so now I'm just gonna clip off the shad, and I was gonna use just like a little like gummy octopus hook with maybe a little egg sinker ahead of it, that slides up and down the line, but I'm kind of tempted to try a bottom sweeper jig, and then we could like hop the bait along the bottom, give it a little flashy action ourselves to entice fish in the area to swoop in and take a look. This is a 1/4 ounce, so that should be perfect with the lower water level that we have right now and the little bit of current. And now I'm just gonna nose hook this little killifish just like that. Doesn't that look juicy? That should catch. All right, let's start here at this docky, and then we'll probably fish the next 10 or so downriver. And I'm getting this to the bottom and just hopping it along. That's where I think some reds will be, and they'll just see this bait hopping along and hopefully just slurp it up. That looks juicy right there. Oh yeah. Oh, just got bit. Huh. Had a little bump from something. Oh, hard hit. Fish on. Got him. Booyah. On the little killifish. Feels like a pretty nice fish too. Nice. Wow. He choked it, dude. Oh my gosh. This guy ate it really deep. This guy ate it so deep. Check that out. Oh. It's a wild one. A real wild one. Pop that out. Get him on his way. There he goes. All right, let's put a new bait on and get back in there. Somehow that guy, when he slipped out of my hands, he sliced the tip of my ring finger. Ooh, it's been bleeding a little bit, but I think we'll be okay. So I was letting that bait just basically sit on the bottom and, you know, flutter around, do his thing. Might have moved it slightly, but only a couple inches. And the first time we threw in there, had the little nibble. It was probably that same fish or maybe a smaller red. And then throwing back in there, that bigger one's, he just slurped it right up. He's like probably like, move on out of the way. Let me get that. That looks good. Oh, another bite. Another one. Oh boy. All good quality. Gotta try and stay away from the structure, otherwise we might spook any other fish that are in there. Nice over slot right there. Got this one right on the edge of the chinny chin chin. Booyah. Whew. They're feisty today. All right, 3 more little killifish left and 1 mullet. If we can get a fish on all these last little pieces of bait, that'd be pretty sweet. It's a real tiny guy. Oh, missed one right there. I slurped it right off the hook. Didn't feel like a big bite. There he is. Got him. Woo. Yeah, this might have been the size of the red that stole our last bait. You know what? This is a good slot size keeper. So I am going to bleed them and put them in the cooler, or put them on the stringer, then put them in the cooler. I'm sorry, little red, I just have a craving for some fish. You know, as I've gotten older, you know, I just feel so much healthier when I eat fresh fish. All right, down to the last little killifish. And then we have the best for last, the little finger mullet. And after we're done with the bait, I could go catch some more probably. I'm not really sure. Now that we've got dinner that I want to keep fresh, we might try and head back. But if I see some bait nearby that we could get real quick, I might have to try and grab a few and try the same dock. I mean, now that's 3 fish off this one little dock. I just love how reds concentrate like that. So if you're ever out on the water fishing for reds and you catch one, I would, you know, off a certain piece of structure, I would stick to that structure for at least like 30 minutes or an hour and fish into the tide, or as the tide starts to wane. And I think that because if that one is there, you know, you can tell you that there's going to be more there already or coming by pretty soon. These ones are just all sitting here hungry and ready to go. It's so sweet. I haven't even tried the backside of this dock yet. I think I just had a little bump. Good one. Get out of there. Oh, probably about the same size as the first two, but definitely a nice fish over slot. Oh yeah, boys and girls. What a hot little bite we found ourselves. Oh, they are so feisty today. I like doing this, to be honest, more than fishing in the flats, because the fishing in the flats could just be downright head scratching sometimes. Woo-hoo. Okay, it's probably the nicest one of the day, or at least the roundest one. This one's really chunky. Look at that, beautiful. All right, now let's see if I can even catch this guy. I need like a little net. Oh, no, got him. Oh yeah, we got him. Sorry, buddy. Oh, so who's calling me? All right, right through the bottom jaw, out through the top of the head, sort of. Top of the jaw, I guess. Oh, does that look beautiful or what? Ho, 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 ho. That is looking good. Watch the littlest red slurp this mullet up. Got him. It's a decent one, but I think the last one that we just caught was probably the biggest. Ugh. Whew. Barely hooked too. Right on the edge of the lip. Can we get him? Can we get him? Oh. Got him. All right, beautiful. Turned out to be a perfect day. All right, well, there weren't any little minnows in shallow, so I was gonna head straight back to the dock, but you know what? I'm curious, and I'm also curious, like, why I keep saying dock. It's the launch or the ramp, but I'm gonna clip this little jig head off and take a few casts with an artificial, like little Z-Man. I wonder if they'll eat this just as well, or we won't get any bites. And that just goes to show you that they really sometimes are keying in on live fresh bait. Woo! Got that one to slam the swim bait. Took a little while, but we got him. Real far out from the structure too. We must have followed it out, and then I kind of was just like popping it there along the bottom. Sweet. So with enough enticing and waiting, we probably could have caught him well off this dock with the artificial. But like the bait is just like instant. Look at that. One last one to end the day. Whew. All right, well, we made it back to the launch. Kind of was a show with the wind cranking up and going against the incoming tide and all the boat traffic. The ramp is loaded up with people right now, but what a day. We made it happen. Started a little slow with the artificials, but it truly did make the difference by using the cast net and catching some fresh bait. And good thing my balance is good, otherwise I probably would have went swimming with all the boat traffic. It was crazy because every single time you have to reset with the net and the kayak, you have to stand up, you know, gather it all together, put it on your shoulder, and then like sit down and kind of get into position. Once you're in position, stand up. And yeah, I mean, there were times there was like some 2-footers rolling in under the kayak, and you know, I really wanted just the finger mullet. We got one, but those little killifish worked just as well, so that was really sweet. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button to help out with the YouTube algorithm, and hit that subscribe button to stay tuned. I might have to come back out here in the next couple days and do something very similar, but maybe just see if we can get some bigger bait and then possibly some bigger fish. But anyway, all in all, a great day. Thanks for tuning in, and like always, live to fish, fish to live.